All right. You got somebody in your energy that this was a complex read. This was a complex read because this person is experiencing such an intense backfire for something they did towards you that they're actually still trying to get in your energy because whoever I'm speaking to, you are a highly abundant energetic individual. So it's like they're trying to take refuge in your energy, although they're experiencing a backfire from something that they did to you. We're gonna get into the reading, y'all, okay? But this was a good read. So welcome in, and I'll see you on the other side, all right? All right, so collective. I already have quite a few cards out here, and so I'm not gonna I'll show them as I'm breaking this down because I haven't really got into pulling for the reading, but I've been channeling what has already come up and come out in the cards that I'm using. So I'm not gonna walk through them one by one. I'll kind of walk through them and show them to you as I explain what's here. At first, this felt like a reading where somebody, okay, was, doing some spell work or something, trying to be, I don't know. I don't be knowing, trying to do something janky in your energy. At first, I was like, okay, here we go again, a spiritual bugaboo. But this is coming out a little bit more complex than that because this feels like somebody who you were connected to in the past that did spell work on you in the past, possibly love spells, possibly sex magic, chaos magic, whatever the case may be, okay? Maybe they tried to siphon your energy in some weird way. Now, this person is experiencing such an intense backfire. Whatever they are going through, they are so restricted. This is the first card out. They have so many limits on them right now, like their hands are tied and all. It's like they feel held back, they feel constrained, like they can feel it, they know it. I'm really curious to know whether they know that constraint is because of something that they did to you. And the reason why I keep saying that is because I have you here alchemizing shit. Okay, I have you here like they tried to put you in some sort of emotional shit. Like they tried to wash you out with the flood emotionally. You know what I'm saying? They threw you out there in the deep and didn't give you not nail life raft. You out there flopping around like a flounder. You need help. And this person who threw you out there wouldn't even come and grab your hand to help you. Like they left you out there in the deep of what? Your emotions, your feelings, the hopelessness from how they treated you, the shit you had to heal from dealing with them. But you are here, cleansing, okay, taking care of yourself. So, because I have you in that energy, and then I have a backfire here. This is a backfire. This tells me that this is something, they did something towards you in the past. And they're getting the heat turned up. This person is so desperate for relief. Okay, so let me show you. The expectation and waiting card and hope came out after the backfire, right? I said, well, what they waiting on? What are they hoping for? What are they waiting on, spirit? And then the coffin and death card came out. And I immediately heard for something to change for them. Because when I say everything is wrong in this person's life, everything is fucked up. There's no reprieve. There's no rest, right? It feels like this person is like, it's either extreme desperation or it's extreme ignorance, spiritual ignorance. You understand? Because for them to be trying to get back into your energy, because your energy feels so abundant to this person. It's like, I don't know if this was someone who did some sort of destiny swap on you and you recovered from it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or some sort of spell work to take energy from you in the past, to manifest with your energy in the past, to siphon your energy. Like, this person was siphoning your energy in the past, and yet you alchemized it and you cleansed. You cleansed yourself. You rid yourself of the pest. Okay. You did your pest control. You had them come through. Okay. So they know what your energy can do when they're in it, like in it. Like they know to be in your energy would provide them some relief to what they're experiencing. Just one hot second. Just one, if I could just get through this protective barrier, then I could probably get some relief, and I could probably get just enough energy to change a situation that this person is going through. Now, for some, this individual might actually be physically sick. But let me show you how your energy showed up and why they are doing rituals. So they can't be too goddamn physically sick, not unless they're paying people to do it for them. But this is the first two cards that came out that started the whole read for me, and I'm like, okay, here we go. Here we go with this again, okay? And to some degree, it is still a here we go with this again. But this particular reading for me is different from the other ones that I've done. This, in the sense that this person is, it doesn't feel, I mean, it is unjust to do. But this may have been somebody who did it in the past unjustly, and maybe even maliciously with evil intent. This feels like this is the same person that is now trying to do it again, but because something different is going on. This is not them necessarily trying to take from you because they hate you, but this is them thinking that they still have access to you. And so then, therefore, I know where I can get some relief. I'm going to go back and get in the collective's energy. I'm going to try again. I'm going to keep trying to get back in the collective's energy, because the collective's energy is so abundant that out of desperation, this person cannot leave you alone. It feels less malicious and more desperate. But both unjust. Is unjust either way. And so what came out when your energy came out, we got magic mushrooms, right? Free your mind, awaken to the truth, alter state, mystical experiences, positive mental shift. This person gets high off of your energy. We have wealth and riches, financial security. We have, after the magic card, the magic mushrooms, a beautiful transformation is coming, came out. After that one, sudden wealth came out. After that one, financial growth came out. And then the wealth and riches. This is why they have to get back in. They have to try. So if you wonder why somebody won't energetically leave you alone, why you keep, you know you're ready to move on, you have moved on, but a little while to go by, you're not even thinking about this person. You in your own world, you're doing your own thing, you manifesting, you loving who you loving, you know what I'm saying, whatever. And then after so long, it's like, here this phantom, this energetic phantom, you know what I'm saying, keeps creeping up the backside of you, because this person just, I don't know if they're going through, like, they're going through a lot though, for real. They're going through a lot. Some sort of bubble I'm hearing spirit, because the dream bubble came out, and spirit is like, some sort of bubble that this person was living in, or that they are living in, has been popped or is going to be. They live in some sort of illusion that there's some sort of reward to trying to siphon energy from you, or like it's almost like this person wants to use you as a good luck charm energetically. You know? I don't know. But light a candle and message of concern came out. I feel like this person is trying to get, they're trying to get your attention. Possibly to ask you to give them some relief. To give them some relief. It's like they're lighting a candle. They may be, literally lighting a candle. Even have like a candle vigil. Not because you deceased or nothing, but just something like that, even if that's not what it'll be called. Like they're lighting a candle and they're trying to get in your energy to ask you for relief, because they're swarming and backfire left and right. And I don't know what part you played in that, whether you sent energy back or whether you just did your cleanses and all that shit went back. Spirit said yes, and that is what it is. You did your cleanses, and all that energy that they sent to you, they are now drowning in. And I happen to know that the energy that they sent to you was some sort of sex magic, moon magic. They've done all kind of things to stagnate you. They've done all kind of things to stagnate you and to siphon from you. And so keeping you stagnated and in a certain frequency was important and key to them being able to keep siphoning. But because you healed and did your cleanses, then they have to now deal with all of that energy that they sent because it didn't work. Something didn't work. So now this person is drowning in the backfire, and it's like, why do they keep bugging you? It's for a different reason, but it's still just as unjust. Because this is probably someone you haven't heard from in forever in a physical sense. Like there's been no phone calls, there's been no text messages. You've been in complete, total no contact. But yet, right, like here we go, the phantom. Every time the moon cycle changes, the phantom. So you caught hold to the patterns of the energy that was being sent to you. Because if you're cleansing, then you know your energy from theirs eventually. And so you was able to see maybe some patterns here. I'm telling you, listen, if you just recently did a spiritual bath because somebody was in your energy that you know ain't had no business being in there. If you just recently did one, this is recent. Listen, baby. I love my collective because we so powerful. Like, that's why these reads be coming out like this. So, you know what I mean? Because we ain't no fly-by-nights. We ain't no babies just sitting around wallowing while people try to, siphon energy and stuff. That's not what we doing over here. So, if you just recently did a spiritual bath, this next card, quintessence, I don't even know how to say that shit. Listen, it says, rest, quiet, calm, inner peace, serene, tranquil spirit. Then it says a temporary pause is needed. This person is drowning in that spiritual bath. All that negative energy, that cleansing of the negative energy that you just recently did because they was playing around in your energy. Okay? They are drowning in that shit now. Oh my. Oh my. They are drowning in it. They need a break. So if you're feeling them back in your fucking energy, okay, it's a bit different because they need a break. So I don't know how long this spiritual song and dance, spiritual warfare really has been going on, but a recent return to sender, a recent spiritual bath, and the culmination of all of the spiritual baths that you have had to do because this person kept playing around trying to get you to drown in suffering. Like all that energy over the time that you have been doing it is rushing in, man, like a flood on this individual. And they are now back in your energy out of desperation. They must know then. Let me get Matero. Hold on. They must know that the reason why they're going through the shit is because they played around with you. This one feels appropriate. Because they lighting candles, but it's a message. It's supposed to come into your energy field as a message of concern. This person thinks of you as some sort of a good luck charm. This is the most ignorant thing I've ever. Okay, let me not assume. Let's see. Spirit, do they really like understand, overstand, whoever stand? Okay? Do they really understand that the reason why they are restricted is because of the spell work that they was previously doing towards the collective? Or are they just so arrogant that they think like, what's going on here? Oh, I see it. No, they think you in love with them. So this is romantic. This is an ex. Yep, because when I was splitting the deck, I saw the Lovers and the Ace of Cups. Now the Ace of Cups is in the reverse. At the bottom, the Ten of Coins is in the reverse. The Lovers is in the reverse. And then we have a Queen of Wands. Okay. Okay. The Lovers. The Ten of Coins in reverse. The Ace of Cups in reverse. Now, when I was splitting the deck and I was shuffling, I saw the Ace of Cups and the Lovers both in the upright. This person thinks that you still love them. Now with the Ten of Pentacles here in the middle, it feels like this person believes that there is definitely a spiritual tie between the two of you, or a connection that can't be broken, irregardless of what they did, irregardless of why y'all not talking, irregardless of whatever, all your spiritual cleanses and stuff like that. It's almost like this person either is so desperate that they still have to try, or they don't really believe that you can you collective that's reverberating with this person doesn't believe that you can actually sever the tie between the two of you. Yes, you can cleanse the negative energy, but there's still going to be a tie. There's still going to be a soul tie or an energetic tie. So I can get back in this person's energy. Okay? Now, I'm not even saying they don't know what they talking about with that. And I know you're going to get in the comments and be like, no, ain't no motherfucking ties around this motherfucker. And I'm with you. I rock with you. But all I want to pose is this right here. It is very possible that there is a tie at the spirit level between the two of you, between you and this person. Like, they're karmic towards you. They're going to always be karmic towards you. Okay? So even in that, there's a relationship. There's a song and dance in that. Now, you are cleansing any negative energy, and when they get in your energy, you cleanse. Perfect, because you don't want them in your energy. If you wanted them in your energy, then the connection between the two of you would be celebrated. But because you don't want them in your energy because of something that they may have done, or because of some shit like this right here, because this is enough to make me, I don't want you around me. You know what I mean? This whole shit here is like, yeah, well, duh. I don't want nobody around me that's trying to siphon my energy. So boom. It's like the relationship is fucked up, but this person may feel like there is some sort of hierarchy. I'm telling you, they feel like there is a foundational connection between the two of you that cannot be broken with a spiritual bath or a cord cutting even, or anything like that. Okay, this is what's coming up here. Because that's a whole lot of love and a whole lot of stuff. That's a whole lot of energy that this person feels and is making decisions off of, that doesn't feel like that's your truth. In your reality, you don't want this person in your energy, and you ain't with the love and all that shit. That's why when I pulled it out, it came out in reverse. The Ace of Cups, the Ten of Coins, the Lovers. It was in reverse when I pulled it out. When I was shuffling, it was in the upright. This person still feels like they have a love connection with you. You don't. Okay? You don't feel that way. So they are in a delusional bubble. They are in a dream bubble. They are not in the reality you live in, baby. Okay? And they keep trying to reach over into your reality to get you now, like, to let up off their ass a little bit. And it's probably your spirit team. And if you like your spirit, I mean, listen, this how I am with my spirit team. I don't talk about them often, but I'll tell you this right here. If somebody do something towards me negative and I got to cleanse and be going through all kind of cleanses and I'm delayed and I'm stagnated trying to focus on getting and it's not my energy. Somebody has made a decision to do something malicious towards me energetically. I'm going to work with my spirit team to get the shit off me. You understand what I'm saying? However long that takes. I'm going to alchemize the energy so I can learn whatever lesson I need to learn, so I can alchemize that shadow, so when they send it again, it won't be nothing to attach it to. You understand what I'm saying? So it'll never work again. You got one shot over here, because I'm an alchemizer and it's never going to work again. You know what I mean? But this is like an ex. This is like a romantic. This is a bit different, where somebody feels like you hold feelings for them that keeps them in access to you energetically. Okay? So after you send the energy to me and my spirit team and we do what we got to do for however long we got to do it. When it comes to the karmic justice side of that, and me requesting it, because I'm going to. Okay? Yeah, I got the alchemy and everything, but take all this shit right on back over there to their ass too. You understand what I'm saying? When my spirit team come back and tell me what the hell is going on, like that they have executed the justice and the backfire is happening, because they'll always come back and tell you like, okay, we did exactly what you asked us to do. When they start coming back telling me what's going on, I'm not about to get in their way. I'm not about to be like, okay, can y'all just kind of let up on them a little bit? Because I love them still. I'm not finna do that to my spirit team. Now, they was there to help me with the cleansing. They was there to help me alchemize the energy. They was there to keep me protected to some degree. And what came in, we learned the lessons. They was there to walk me through it. And now when it's time for them to execute karmic justice and bring balance and the consequences and shit balance out, and they have to execute certain things to get the consequences to balance out, and then they come back to me and tell me that the person is going through something, even if I still love that person, I'm not getting in the way of my spirit team. I'm not finna be asking them to pull back on nothing. As a matter of fact, whatever it is they're dishing out is of their own free will to choose. I don't even guide them in how they want to execute the justice. Hey, I trust them enough to know It's gonna be some shit the motherfucker gonna should have thought twice, okay? And I don't be knowing what it be. I don't be caring. Because they all have a job to do, and I'm gonna let them do it. That's all I'm saying. You understand what I'm saying? So if this person is getting in someone's energy, thinking that they can send out like a flare, that's what I'm saying in my mind's eye. They're flaring in your energy, you know. It may be very subtle. You may be picking it up, but you may be at a point where intuitively you already kind of know what it is. You know what I mean? Here we go again with this shit type thing. But this person is sending up flares, man. See, coming in hot. They're coming in real hot and heavy. All right. See, I'm telling you, look, y'all. This is what they've been doing, is what I heard Spirit say. Sending you this hot energy. And every time they send it, it just whoop, whoop, pull over that ass too fat. You know what I'm saying? They just whoop, whoop, send it back. You know what I mean? For real, though. So they're trying to escape. They coming in hot and you keep escaping. You know just how to balance your energy. If you want peace, prepare for war. This is you saying, if you come over here fucking with me, you're not going to get the peace you're seeking for. This is pulling on that spiritual warrior energy from the last reading that we did. See, the Magician is here. And the Page of Swords. It's something they're seeking. They're seeking for resources. They're seeking for their magic to work. They're seeking for you. Because your energy is like a resource. At least this is how they want to use it. It's supposed to be a resource to you. But they not supposed to be dibbling, dabbling over in your energy as a resource. You know what I mean? Knight of Coins. Okay, so we got the Five of Swords. There's some sort of realization here. What's they realizing? What's the realizing that's going on? This may be you realizing something. Page of Swords, picking up something intuitively. It landed on the Ace of Cups and the Ten of Coins. You know you know exactly what I'm talking about here, don't you? You already know what I'm talking about. This is just confirmation for somebody. Which is all it's supposed to be anyways. Eight of Cups. This is somebody you walked away from. This is probably somebody you're going to keep walking away from. Which means they're going to be sitting over here expecting some sort of change to come by way of getting in your energy to maybe tap in a little bit of that cash flow energy you got around you right now. Okay? Your energy, it literally makes them high. Like they get high off of your energy field. Whoever this is. Okay? So... God damn. Death. Change. Death. I'm going to take it out because that's the second time it's here. What is it about this death? Like I said, I don't know if this is them, you know, they want something to change in their life concerning their money, concerning their energy field, concerning their aura. You know what I'm saying? They're waiting. Maybe they're waiting on something and it ain't coming through. It's just nothing's working. Just nothing. Nothing's working. You understand what I'm saying? So they either want to change that or this is a physical death. Six of Coins. clarify the death card, please. Landing on the page of swords. You have the reverse seven of wands. This might be physical. You know, give me one more. Because the seven of wands in reverse is like, ain't got no more fight in them. And that's why I'm saying this feels different than the other ones. Because this one does feel desperation. It does feel like desperation. It's still unjust to do. But it feels like it's an injustice out of desperation. Like they ain't got, they might as well try to bombard your way and get one of these gold nuggets or whatever out of your energy field. Just one will change their life. Just one little golden egg from your womb will change their life. Just one. So what do they got to lose? I don't know. That might not be the way they want to look at that. It's literally like adding gasoline to an already burning fire. If you stop inflaming the situation, then maybe you might be able to get out a little bit of that backfire at some point. But you won't leave it alone. Won't leave the collective alone. The collective is not somebody's spiritual ATM, but I'm telling you, that's how they see it. They see you as their spiritual ATM. Temperance. Like they can heal something in your energy. I'm telling you, Six of Wands. Justice. Knight of Cups in reverse. They don't care about no justice. I'm telling you, this is desperation. Queen of Cups. And you hold that energy. You have that abundant energy because the monumentous size of your heart. You have a big heart. You know what I mean? Like you are high vibrational. You ain't a martyr, but you have a high vibrational energy field, which tells me you must be tapped into some of the highest frequencies, like unconditional love and things like that, because that's why it's so wealthy. This person sees you like the pot of gold at the end of a rainbow. Okay. You make the sun shine. You make the sun shine. You make the sun shine. The Devil in reverse. You are the lifeline. Who is that? All my gospel listeners. Is that the Winans? The sisters, Vicky and them? I don't know. Anyway, release the limited beliefs. Letting go. You walked away. And every time they do this, it helps you realize that you made the right decision intuitively in walking away. Because this is right, this energy of trying to harvest somebody's energy ultimately is, ain't nobody finna collaborate with that shit with this Three of Pentacles up here in the reverse. Yeah, Six of Coins in the reverse. You don't want none of that. You don't want no parts of it. No parts of it. It's closed for you. It's closed. Three of Wands. Now, what is this strategy? The strength is in reverse. This is them. They're trying to reveal to you. Damn. This person is actually maybe trying to pull at your heartstrings with the energy. Queen of Cups. Split the deck. So you will let your guard down, maybe? Four of Cups. It landed on the Five of Swords in reverse. It's like they want you to accept something. They want you to accept something energetically that would actually be self-sabotage for you. Even if they're trying to send you the message and they're trying to send you the energetic message and they don't believe that they're doing it in a way that would create self-sabotage for you if you let them in. See, they don't know that. They may not know that. They may be feeling like, okay, I know the collective love me. I know that there's still a bond. I'm going through so much shit. Like I can't reach out. I may not know how to. Whatever the case may be, whatever. Maybe too much of a coward to actually pick up the phone and address the past issue or whatever. Maybe you don't want to talk to them. Maybe they tried and it's like it's a no. But this person is taking it upon themselves to try to energetically pull on you because they now want you to know that they're going through something and it's too burdensome and they need your energy to help shift it. And they're banking on you loving them, that you will let your guard down. But they're not realizing that if you do that, it's self-sabotage for you. That's why you're not doing it. Okay? Like they're not realizing that. So it's out of desperation. It may feel unintentionally unjust to them, or they may just not give a fuck. They don't care. Because remember, we did get the Knight of Cups and the Justice card. The Knight of Cups in reverse. Take it how you think it reverberates, okay? Queen of Wands. This is a witch. For somebody, this is definitely, this motherfucker don't care. This is a dark witch in reverse that you was in connection with, or warlock. Male or female, witchery. Five of Coins. Feeling left out in the cold. They're doing some sort of dark magic. I don't feel like they're even doing it though. I really don't. I feel like they're doing it this time because they want you to pick up the energy of them feeling left out in the cold. So this is either a strategy to just try to steal from you, or this is a strategy to try to, either way it's stealing. Because, either way it's stealing. It's just, what, you know, why they're doing it. Why are they doing it may be different from the reason why they did it the first time. But ultimately, the first time and this time is to steal energy from you. That don't belong in there. For some, this is an individual who just have hit rock bottom, and they know that they have hit rock bottom because of something they did to you. But they also know you have a big heart. And they also still believe that you love them, that y'all are connected. So I don't know if they believe that gives them the right, or that's just them saying, I got nothing to lose. If I could get one little gold nugget of energy from the collective, then I can probably see a brighter day. Somebody's listening to a lot of gospel. Like old school gospel, early 2000s. Kurt Franklin and all that new creation era and all that stuff. Somebody listens to a lot of that era. Tell me more. Give me the true intentions. I know that it's still unjust, but I just want to know, I'm in the psychology of what this person is thinking. Promiscuous lust sidewalk gang. Okay. All right. Now see this deck right here. This deck gonna get down to the nitty gritty. Let's see what's going on. Caution, warning, danger. Give me one more. Victim. Sorrow, grief, sadness. They're using whatever physical, sexual attraction that was there between the two of you to send a cautionary or to send a signal to you that they are in some sort of danger. Whether it be emotional because they're grieving something, they're sad, they feel sorrowful, or they're sorrowful for maybe victimizing you, or they're a victim of something. Tell me what they're a victim of. An illusion. Their own illusions. This person thinks that they can use lust or the lust maybe that you had for them in the past and they had for you, and that whole little energy there to send a signal to you. What is the signal for? Lover, in cahoots, secret collaboration, dark alliance, healing. Scorpio, transformation, Pisces, moon energy. Demonic, nefarious, diabolical, bondage. Damn. They're doing some sort of moon. This is a moon ritual. I don't know if I said that before, but it is. I keep seeing that come out. Um, they're under the illusion. They're under an illusion. Snapped, unhinged, instability. Crazy. Witchy sister. Contract. They think they have a contract with you because here you are, role model, empowerment, and your spiritual rank. They think they have some sort of contract with. They think they still have a soul contract with you. What is this shock? Intent to harm. Pisces. Shocking, surprise, unexpected. Exposure. Excess, too much gluttony. Friend, ally, confidant, candle magic in reverse. But I don't take these cards in reverse, which means They're trying to do some sort of energy transference. They're trying to pull on the highest frequency of your love for them or your love in general, right? They're trying to pull on you being able to love unconditionally and having that higher frequency of love, because that is where the wealth of you comes from. So they ultimately are trying to hex your love life, your finances. They're trying to get energy from you. Spell word. Black magic, curse, hex. I'm telling you. By pulling on the highest, like your higher frequencies. Not your lower, not they may have used lust in the past, but they're also trying to like use it to send a message of them being like going through so much. And they really are. And maybe them sending the energy is maybe they actually are going through a lot, but that ain't got nothing to do with you. Let's start there. Okay. I mean, that doesn't mean you have to open up your energetic field. But in this person's mind, they're under some illusion that them doing it is not demonic and not dark. It's like it's okay to do. You understand what I'm saying? Like it's not diabolical because they have a contract with you. So what continues? But it is dark magic. It is. And this is why they keep ending up feeling rejected. This is the source of the rejection, because they keep holding on to the idea that y'all have some sort of spiritual contract that you don't have. They the only ones over here with a contract in their energy. You over here looking like a role model. You over here, you got the power. You over here understanding spiritual ranking and things and growing and evolving and shit. And they over here talking about a soul contract, okay? And this is the source of their rejection, which is the source of everything else, I'm sure, that they feel like they're going through. I mean, yeah, somebody in the collective. Somebody in the collective. Of course, because I wouldn't be doing the reading if it wasn't in the collective. Like, you've healed. You're healing. You've recovered. You're mending. Whatever this person did in the past, this is why it's so intense, because they ain't do no little shit. You know, they probably tried to steal from you before. Yep. Pulled your energy. Left you with some sort of scarcity, some sort of struggle, lack. You healed that. You've healed that. Duh. Which is why you're winning right now. So, I don't know. What do you want the collective to know? This feels like a message of confirmation, really, to be honest, you know? Like, who I'm talking to. This is what I mean by that. Who I am talking to knows I'm talking to them. Okay? This is confirmation, right? That this person... I got new cards, y'all. I'm going to use these. Foretell. Let me show you. Foretell, the energy forecasting oracle. I like them. Let me use them. So, what is it that the collective needs to know? I don't think you need to be told how to alchemize and how to do backfires and do the spiritual baths. Because, baby, whatever spiritual bath you just recently did, honey, baby, that motherfucker hit hard. A higher plan, self-expression. Tell us more. What does the collective need to know from this situation, Spirit? Isolation. You put up walls, But your fortress may be turning into a cage. The more you withdraw, the harder it becomes to return. Do you truly want solitude, or are you afraid of what connection might bring? Yeah, you are basically doing the right thing here. Yeah, if you're keeping this person out of your energy, okay, based on the cards that have already come out here, this person is really just, yes, going through it. Yes, they want the backfire up off their ass. Yes, but if you're anything like me, I don't get it. I don't get in the way of my spirit team, because I know enough to know that the I'm gonna say it like this, but I don't really think of it like this. But I'm gonna say the punishment fits the crime. It's not really a punishment. It's just their consequences. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm pretty sure it feels like a punishment to them. Okay. So they're really just trying to get in your energy to try to get you to, like, maybe call your dogs off. You know what I'm saying? Like, to try to get something from you that will help lighten their load in a tent. You're telling you somebody's energy is magnificently abundant. Honey, okay? That was too many. Let's see. So you're isolating, or you need to. So keep this person about your energy. You know, you don't have to be afraid of what the connection may bring, but you know full well that it's going to bring self-sabotage. So somebody you already know, you don't want no parts of it. They want you to think it's not going to bring self-sabotage. Like, just because you walking out around here with unconditional love draped all over you, that you're supposed to just martyr yourself. No. Yo, you crazy? You crazy or you dumb? Feeling lost? Not knowing where you're going doesn't mean you're off track. Some of life's most important discoveries come when you allow yourself to wander. Master of Destiny. Yeah, see, you know what? The progression of these cards, isolation, now she's wandering, now she is at this destiny. It feels like this is the energy of spirit saying keep moving forward. Like, understand that you have every right, and that is the right choice to energetically stay isolated from this individual. Because, to be honest, in my opinion, if somebody really wanted to, they wouldn't be trying to backdoor you if they had good intentions. You feel me? Like, they wouldn't be trying to backdoor you. They would be trying to come through the front door, trying to find a way to reach out to you. You understand what I'm saying? Like, whether they already have and you already shut it down, or whether they haven't. This feels like somebody just violating, honestly, your space because they think that they have a contract with you and you're supposed to fulfill something for them. You are not at the mercy of fate, but a conscious creator of your destiny. Stop waiting for a sign. You are the sign. And this person can't catch a clue because you have your back turned. They're literally peeping in on you, trying to anyway. And when they look in there, you got your back turned. Somebody got some real nice tattoos on their back too. Real sexy tattoos and stuff. Real spiritual stuff on the backside like that there. I like it. But you're the master of your destiny. So they're watching you be the master of your destiny, yet still thinking that you have a contract that you have to fulfill with them. Like, that's like, that don't go together. You understand what I'm saying? Either you're the master of your destiny or you're not. Who I'm speaking to has severed all of those kind of contracts and stuff. Probably with this person, probably with some other people. You've severed it. This person needs to take accountability, okay? And this is you taking accountability. They want you to take accountability for something. A helping hand. Communication. Empowerment. Community. Take accountability. Accountability begins when the willingness to look honestly at yourself without excuses, without ego. What you see may be uncomfortable, but it's the very truth that will set you free. You took accountability for your life. You took accountability for your essence. You know, if there was any kind of soul ties or contracts or twin flames or soulmates or anything, it feels energetically like you've already gone down a trajectory in your energy field that doesn't include this person's energy or in any other kind of soul contract or obligations or anything. Now, if this person was really genuinely wanting to forge a relationship with you in a genuine way, because see, some people are so spiritual they just know earthly goddamn good. You know, they so spiritual they just think they got to do spell work for everything. I got to do spell work to make people love me, and I got to do spell work to make people come back to me, and I got to do spell work to, you know what I'm saying, to hold on to people because people generally don't like me. So I got to do spell work because, like, I'm just hyper spiritual, and this is the only way I know how to relate to people is through spells. What happened to just picking up the goddamn phone and saying, "Hey, how are you doing?" What happened to that? Anything else for the collective? Revelation. The veils are parting and hidden truths are ready to be revealed. This revelation may challenge your current perceptions, but it will ultimately empower you to act from a place of truth. That's that hermit card in this deck. That's how I feel about that card. That looked like the hermit to me. Somebody went within and took accountability. And this is why you no longer have the contract. Because you did the work to clear that kind of energy. Closure. There's closure. We have the lovers in good weather. Clear skies are on the horizon, presenting an opportunity to move forward with your plans confidently. The conditions are right, and the timing is good for you, for your venture. They're losing. They're losing some sort of battle that they had decided to pick with you in the past. A fight they decided to pick with you in the past, they're losing. There's another card. They will play victim when they know they're losing. It's in this deck. Haters exposed. So that's what that's giving me. It's like, if you can't beat them, join them. Magic of belief. You can't always change the outcome no matter how hard you fight. There is strength in recognizing when to let go. Release what is beyond your control and conserve your energy for what truly matters. Yeah. It's like spirit wants this person to maybe they don't want this. They do not want closure. They don't want a situation to close with you. They don't. But they already set something in course, like a course of actions. They already set something in motion. Helping hand, setback. This road block may be the universe's way of steering you towards something better. If progress feels impossible, consider whether the timing or the path itself needs to shift. And it's like they're not getting it. Divine intervention. They're asking for divine intervention. Wow. Again, they're either super, super, super spiritually, diabolically stubborn and dark, or they just, they just, Child. Is that it, Spirit? I just bought this deck too, y'all. Celestial Insights. We have surrender. Sometimes letting go brings the greatest change. Are you feeling out of control? Surrender to the flow and trust in the universe's plan. Peace will come when you release your grip. Spirit, twin flame. Ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Spirit. Somebody surrendered to the spirit of the twin flame. And what I mean by the twin flame is what twin flame connections are from a spiritual perspective. Somebody surrendered and actually yielded to that process. So if this was a twin flame, you actually went through that connection with that individual spiritually the proper way, which is why you no longer are bound to any contracts with this person. This person also thinks that you still believe that they believe that y'all are twin flames. I'm gonna say it like that. And so that gives them right. That gives them opportunity. They feel like that gives them open sesame access to your energy. That may be where the illusion is coming in. Soul happy, rekindle connection. This person wants the connection back with you. They want to be back, like they want to be back in the energetic connection. This person could still not actually give a fuck about you. They just want to be back in the fire of the connection, which is why they're doing the energy work. Synchronicity, surprise. Life's coincidences are often the universe's way of guiding you. Have you noticed unexpected synchronicities? These signs may be helping you find your path forward. So if you've been, experiencing a lot of synchronicities that would have been reminiscent of, certain signs or whatever, when this person gets in your energy, maybe you haven't seen it in a while, but you've been seeing some of those synchronicities, like certain numbers, or a certain name or certain songs, whatever. Something from the past, though. Yeah, I just saw that. Wait. Yeah, something from the past, like your past time with this person, certain synchronicities during that time that you may have not seen in a long time, and you're starting to see them, is because this person is trying to reconnect you to some sort of binding contract here. Reconciliation. Back to a past timeline is what I'm hearing Spirit say, so that you will reflect. You'll go back into reflection of them, of the twin flame connection, telepathically. Damn. This is manipulation. It is no way, even if this person thinks that they're doing something with the right intentions, that means they just have spiritual ignorance. Because at the end of the day, this is control and manipulation. It's no way you can say that you're going through such great lengths when you could just fucking be a human and deal with people in a way that is respectful to their spiritual boundaries. You know what I mean? Like, for instance, if they don't want to talk to you, you already reached out and they already said they don't want to talk to you and they ain't responding, then stop reaching out. But trying to pull energy and light candles and things to try to send a message, and pull people back to a past timeline. And literally, the way you have been moving, collective, is this person's indication to move on. Whether it's with no hard feelings or hard feelings or whatever, like, who cares? Just the collective has their back turned to someone. So this person may feel slighted, okay, and may feel like they have the right to access you whenever they want, but that's not really the way that goes, because you have mastered your destiny. You have become the master of your destiny. So a no is a no. I don't want to talk is I don't want to talk. Like, however you split it, there's a lot of control here, and this person trying to control you. Clarity. Clear vision is leading you forward. Have you been feeling uncertain? Clarity is in emerging. Take action with confidence and trust in your path. Somebody got clarity. If you don't, you might, after this here reading, you might, after you ponder on it and listen a little bit more clearly to your spirit team and see what it is you're seeing, and don't create a narrative in your head that's not there. People know how to make things right if they really want to make things right, to lift this here backfire up off them. They know how to do that. And there is a such thing as doing something to somebody where you just will not be given the opportunity to make things right. You're going to have to sit with that backfire. Because depending on who you are, collective, and out here with this spiritual rank and this and power, when I'm in the role model, it's giving high priest, high priestess. It's giving chosen one. It's giving very much not to be fucked with. Especially with that unconditional love out here in your energy. Transformation. And it landed on the magician. But they know you have this power to transform something from there. This is it's like spiritual usury. Or the attempt to. They want to be in your energy, but they don't want to be in your life. Right? So ultimately, whether it's out of desperation or out of control and maliciousness or whatever, it doesn't really matter. They're doing it in the background. They don't have any respect for your life, for what your energy means to you. They feel like because y'all had a connection and they think it's still a spiritual contract on the table, that they have the right to just come take from you. And like, no, you don't have the right to do that. What the hell wrong with you? You know what I'm saying? The collective has the right to choose who they're going to allow into their energy and to offer their energy to. So if they chose already to walk away from you, that is them choosing not to offer you their energy. So at the end of the day, it's unjust. That's why the backfires keep being so goddamn intense. And the person probably scratching their head. For some of you, this person may be scratching their head. I don't know. But they may not be. This person may just be a confused individual who happens to be witchy. Okay? That's what this may be. I don't know. I can see it going both ways. They may be ignorant to that y'all don't have no contracts no more with each other. They may be ignorant to what the twin flame connection really is and why it shows up in the physical. Whoever you are, you went a little bit deeper. You realize that even if the twin flame connection, if that's what this is, let me go a little deeper and see why is this showing up, so you understand what you have responsibility to do in that connection, which was heal and show your love your self-love. That's what you had to heal. Learning how to love you. And not be codependent and not be letting someone who's treating you like shit in and out your goddamn life because of some goddamn contract. If they're not gonna treat you right, then if they're not going to treat you according to your standards, you're not monitoring yourself, not even for a twin flame. And that's the point of the twin flame connection, though. That's really the real point. That's why those connections be so intense. Cause it's gotta be emotionally and sexually heavy for it to be difficult for you to overcome it. So it challenges you to overcome it. If it was just another one of them other motherfuckers, it wouldn't even have the same. You understand? So whoever you are, you use the twin flame connection correctly. And this person may not have understanding of that, or they just a wicked witch of the west, and they don't kill. They don't kill. Trust in yourself. You've got this. You've worked hard to get this far, and you have the ability to create the things you desire. Learning to trust in yourself and your abilities will take you to the highest timeline. So that tells me that you're not even on the same timeline with this individual. This person is stuck. So whoever you were and however you showed up to this person, and however long ago it was since the last time you talked to them, they are still in a connection with that version of you. Because that version of you and this current version of you may be a little different because you've gone through a lot of healing, you've released a lot of things, so on and so forth. But this person is literally in their reality perceiving themselves to be in the same connection with you that they were in, the version of you that they was in back then. So they have absolutely no access to this newer version of you, which makes sense because your back is turned. Okay, so you're at your highest timeline. This person is still on a past timeline. You're in this fresh start. You're being given the opportunity to begin again. Allow yourself to embrace this new life and open up fully to this gift that you've been given. Yeah. Yeah, you definitely on a new... you are on a whole... you ain't even in the same damn vicinity as this motherfucker. Child. You got to honor yourself and soar. Yeah, you didn't took flight, literally. Like, damn. Recognize the hard work you've put in to get where you are today instead of thinking how far you still have to go. Remind yourself of all that you've accomplished and be proud. You're in this fresh start energy. This is like old news. But to this person, it's not. So if you're feeling trace elements, is the way I'm hearing it, trace minerals of this person's energy in your energy periodically as you're continuing to move forward, this is why. Because they're still like that old, because there's an aspect of you, a version of you that is now in your subconscious. It's not the part of you that you're living out right now. It's back there. So this person is literally connecting to the old version of you, the part of you that you are still aware of to be as you, but a part of your past. See what I'm saying? And so you're in a whole nother space. There is no contract, which is why they may feel stuck in lack, or they want you stuck in lack. We have study. Yeah, you studied this connection. You studied it. You observed it. You didn't just go through it out of your emotions and out of your pocketbook And I'm not talking about the one you told on your arm. I'm talking about that other one down there. The one down there. Okay? You didn't just go through it like that. You buckled down and said, okay, what the fuck? And that's why you begin to stand your ground. You know, self-love. I can't make it up. Shuffled it twice. Bottom of the deck. You are worthy and deserving of all the abundance in the universe. Treat yourself with the love and respect you desire, and others will follow suit. Walk away. Your self-love showed up and was solidified the moment you chose to walk away. You are wasting your precious energy on something that will not bear fruit. It's time to turn your attention to things more aligned to you. The second you said, I gotta go for my soul's purpose, I can't be fucking around just talking about no twin flame. I don't even know what that is, really. I mean, I studied it. I know what it is. So if, in fact, it is true, let me do my part and heal and use this as a healing mechanism. And you were smart enough, wise enough to at least do that. And you developed this self-love here. And the moment you walked away from this connection and from this individual, your self-love and that frequency of the highest vibration of love, you accomplished it. You stepped into it through loving you first. Loving you more than a twin flame. Enabling. There is someone you're helping, or are you? In reality, you may be enabling them to continue in negative patterns and never take full responsibility for themselves. Step back and let things play out. Wow. Yes, you have self-love. Yes, you vibrate at the highest frequency of love, which is unconditional. Unconditional love is rooted in self-love. And people get hung up with unconditional love. It's not a real thing. Okay, because you probably hung up with the self-love too, ain't you? Because if you was not hung up with the self-love, you'd understand unconditional love. Because the only real way you can develop self-love is to love yourself motherfucking unconditionally. Because you know what I mean? Like, if you can't accept your flaws and your perfections all together, then self-love is going to be out of your grasp. Part of self-love is loving yourself unconditionally, which allows you to reflect that to other people in other spaces and places around you. That's how you get to know how to love somebody unconditionally. But it does not include enabling them. See, the enabling has to do with the communication between the two individuals from a relationship standpoint. Oh, the relationship can very much motherfucking change. And I still love you unconditionally. Yeah. It's the love that I have for you that's prompted me to change the nature of the relationship. It's the love that I have for me that has prompted me to change the nature of the relationship. Subsequently, therefore, I'm loving you by me changing the nature of the relationship and just walking away from it and leaving it be. Or should I stick around and your shadows gonna keep triggering my shadows, and then I'm gonna traumatize you and you gonna traumatize me, and then I'm gonna end up going upside your head, and then you gonna end up going upside mine. One of us gonna probably end up in jail, and it's gonna be a revolving door of arguing and bickering and fighting. And why do that? Let me just love you enough to love me first and leave your ass alone. How about that? Yeah, you realize you may have been enabling this person when you reassess the situation. Let it go. Let it go. Let it flow. Let it flow. Let it flow. Somebody's name could be Tony. Everything's gonna work out right, you know. You know what I mean? You're being asked to let go of whatever pain and resentment you've been holding on to. It's hurting you and you can't fully be present in your life if you're holding on to this negativity. I want you to see that in the midst of all of this, come to me, lover, I love you and I need you and help me. This one word keeps siphoning through this person's energy and keeps siphoning through the storyline of why you are avoiding and why you should avoid them. And that word is negativity. Release it and be free. You know what I mean? Inner peace. You know what I mean? Bringing balance. You know what I mean? Warrior spirit. The warrior must also know when to release and when to make the choice to do so. And when to make the choice to jump in. If this person, I don't know who you are, but I don't know if you're like a life coach or I don't know what you do. You may be intuitive, you may be spiritual, you may be a spiritual, you may be a high priestess by trade. But you handled this beautifully, and I don't know what to say. It feels like it's just one of them situations where somebody cannot maybe move on because they're stuck in an old timeline that you have with them. Now they could move on, but depending on what this backfire entails, I don't know. And that's why I stay out of spirit business, okay? When it comes to stuff like that, like, I don't know. I don't know if they can get out of it. I don't know if they can alchemize it on their own, or if they're shut out of that too. Depends on what all they did. You know? All right, collective. I wanted to take my time with this one. Because I'm kind of going to shifting my schedule here a little bit. Things are getting busier for me. So I wanted to give, a little bit more time on the readings. Okay. I appreciate all of your supports. Soul Tribe, Starseed family. Thank you so much for spending time with me, for listening to the readings. Thank you to all of you who watched the video all the way through. If you made it to this point, I appreciate you. You're a real one. You're a real one, you know what I mean? But yeah, all of my new viewers, if you're still here, you're a real one too. That means I know you're finna subscribe with your girl. If you're still here, I know you're finna subscribe with your girl. You got to, you know what I'm saying? We in like that now, you know what I mean? We in like that. Subscribe, turn on your notification bell so you know when I'm back with another one. And welcome in if you're a new viewer / new subscriber. If anybody's in need of a personal reading, right? The information, the link is in the description. It'll take you to my website where you can book. Okay. Now, when you get over there, scroll on down a little ways, okay? You're going to see 2 steps. Step 1, step 2. That just helps you ensure that you will get your reading back in a timely fashion as long as no unforeseen events take place with me. Okay? But at least you know you did it the right way. Okay, so scroll down. You'll see the steps there. Complete both of them and I will get your reading done as soon as possible. Usually 1 to 3 business days you will have it, okay? All right, fam. Like, share, hype it up if you have one to spare. And I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.